This program is proudly brought to you by the VAFA Live Official app. With live scores, team stats, player stats and much, much more. Everything you need for the VAFA in the palm of your hand. Download it from the App Store or Google Play now.
This is Liam Healy for Complete Sports Management. We're down here at the Snake Pit, St Bernard's, where the home side have just defeated Old Carey by 79 points. Here with the assistant coach, Chris Davis. Chris, after those 2 weeks off, you started really quick. 6 goals in the first quarter. Was there an emphasis before the game to sort of make sure that there's not a switch off after that long break?
Yeah, we'd given the boys a bit of a break. We felt like they'd sort of limped into the break a bit after a disappointing game out at Trinity. So we gave them a bit of time away from the club just to sort of reset themselves, get their minds right and ready for the sort of back half of the year. And we wanted a fast start today, especially kicking with a pretty strong breeze there. So it probably took us a little while to get into the game, but once we got rolling, I think we capitalised pretty well towards the end of the first quarter.
Very even across the board, and I think no one kicked more than 2 goals. It's nice to see a good spread of goals when sometimes in recent weeks you haven't been able to take those chances.
Yeah, definitely. I think most good sides have a good even spread. Our forwards haven't been at their best most of the year, so it's good to get a bit of chip in from the mids and stuff like that. But the more spread of goal kickers you can get, the harder you are to defend. So that's a good result.
And nice to have Ben Huggard back from the VFL. Obviously, plays across that half-back line exceptionally well, uses the ball well and can read it in the air. How important is he for you guys?
He's really important. He stops a lot of the opposition attacks, and he actually starts a lot of our attacks going the other way. So he provides plenty of run. He actually got on the scoreboard a bit today as well by pushing up the field and getting on the end of a few. So that was it's great to have him back. Hopefully we can hold on to him for the rest of the year.
And the old man, Adam Bentic, just continued his great form. Obviously, just in that first half when the game was sort of still in the balance, he really just took the game over, as he does most weeks.
Yeah, he's just a bit of a bull. He's around the contest. He's very hard to tackle. So he just finds the footy and he generally uses it pretty well, makes some smart decisions, hard to tackle. So he gets the ball out to the guys that can then use it, or he gets himself into some space and uses it pretty well himself. So, he just keeps going on and going. Hopefully he continues to play, but we'll wait and see.
And lastly for me, Michael Angel, 200th game, been at the 200th senior game, been in the club for ages. Yeah. Someone who really is almost one of the first few picked because you know what you're going to get out of him every week. He's going to shut down the defender. They call him Scalp. Yeah. Just talk about how important has he been for the club for such a long period? Yeah,
I think it's been spoken about a lot over the past week about his milestone game, and he's pretty much symbolises St Bernard's itself. Like he's very quietly spoken, but he just goes about his work and just gets the job done every week. Hence his nickname, the Scalp. As Bomber always says, he drives down the hill knowing what he's going to get from Ainge. He's a very tight defender, very hard to score on. If you do score on him, then you've actually beaten him one-on-one pretty hard. And he's actually started to develop his game this year and get involved in a lot of counter-attack and the offensive side, which he probably hasn't been part of his game for the first probably 150 games. So he's really started to develop that this year, and maybe we might turn him into a bit of a sort of running half-back or something like that down the track, but wait and see what the next 100 hold, hopefully.
We'll see what happens there. Well, Chris, thank you very much for joining us. Next I'll be joined by the coach of Old Carey. I'm now joined by the Old Carey coach, Michael Tarrant. Michael, the Burners were able to kick 6 goals to your none in the first quarter. Were you sort of worried that after the break the boys were just it took a while to get into the game?
I was very disappointed we lost the toss. Being a vicious breeze, I knew it was always going to be a little bit tough in that first quarter, and they kicked quite well, Bernie's. I found we held them off for probably 10 minutes, and I thought Bernie's stoppage work around the top of the 40 arc was brilliant. So they probably got 5 out of their 6 goals from stoppages. So that was disappointing, but it was always going to be a bit of a struggle against the breeze in that first quarter.
And then in the second quarter, obviously, you had the breeze. Well, did you change anything sort of in the second quarter just to combat where you guys were able to even the contest out more?
Yeah, look, it's a hard one. I thought Bernard's kept the pressure up really well, so they were always putting us under pressure with the footy, and missing Christian Jacks this week, we really lacked that key target just to get out of jail, kick deep into the forward line. So to Bernie's credit, I just thought they played the conditions better than us.
And Elmo, for you guys today, was probably your most outstanding player. Led that midfield really well against some really good players in Bentic and Vague and all that.
Yeah, himself and Woofenden and Mackie down back were really good. I think we were out of a bench by, I think, just after half time. So I thought we played really well in the second half. It's the best I thought we'd used the slower footy and decision making, but unfortunately Burnies were just too good.
And next week, Trinity at home.
Yep.
Obviously, what will you guys sort of focus on leading into that game?
Look, it's a hard question to ask. What do you focus on? I suppose just sticking with the basics at training. Our focus is to keep momentum up, keep boys happy, keep them coming to training, and setting up a program long term, because obviously short term is a little bit of pain.
Yep.
So it's just more about moving forward in the future and getting numbers to training.
Well, Michael, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck next week against Trinity, and wrapping up here at the Snake Pit, where St Bernard's have run out 79-point winners.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.